So I just feel like we watched an episode of WCW Nitro circa 1997, something like that. A whole lot of action tonight. We're going to talk about it right now. Let's get this shit going. Ladies and gentlemen, people of all ages, welcome to the AEW Dynamite review. It's your boy Selector Brew, as always, with my esteemed co-host, the only other reliable one here, holding it down week after week. Let me even you up here. It's our boy Alex the Elite. How you doing, my man?
Doing good, Bruno. Great to be here again.
I don't know about you. I don't know if I just had a good day. The sun was up. I enjoyed this episode of Dynamite. Frank's not here to kill the buzz right away, but he is on his way. So I'm just gonna enjoy the positivity while we can.
For the most
As
part.
was that
For the most part, I
for the
think.
most part? For the most part, and just as I say it, Mister Kill the Buzz himself is here, entering the studio as we get this show on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, it's the man that you've probably just been watching for the last 2 hours, who just watched this live here on the Jofo on the Ring channel. It is Francois Jofo. Frank Jofo's in the house. I was just telling Alex how I feel like we just watched an episode. Well, the ending, the no, the ending, the way we went off air, the final little brouhaha. It gave me a little W.
It took a long time to, like, it usually those, like, they last 3-4 minutes. That was like an 8-minute.
It was a WC.
Fiasco.
I was saying it was a Nitro 1998,
Yeah.
99 type of
Like,
going
you're
off
waiting
the
for
air.
something to happen, and then it's like, okay, and I don't know, man. It's very weird.
You're weird.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I think I
we'll
enjoyed
talk about
myself
it.
more watching AW Dark than Dynamite tonight, but that's for another day.
Yeah.
A cheap plug there for Dirty Four.
That was plug. Well, look, we'll talk about all the weird, the good, the bad, the gross, the funny.
But you know what? I got to tell you something right now. We give a little bit more of an insight now on what's going on because we actually watch AEW Dark and Elevation. So it's the extra oomph that we're giving to the spectators out there. Myself, Alex the Elite, was on the first ever AEW Dark review, so it was pretty interesting. It was fun, and we're gonna do it every week. So
Every
stay
week.
tuned for that.
Well, we'll start off this week in good fashion, as we always do. We go segment by segment on the AEW Dynamite review. So we'll kick it off. Let's get the party started here. We started with everyone's favorite, your favorite, not Jim Cornette's favorite,
Boy.
Chris Jericho
Jericho.
and Daniel Garcia are coming out. And they're
I think I had a feeling something was like to this point, Jericho. I think a tag team, he's able to take the pin like he did tonight, but one-on-one, he still hasn't gotten a pin in a while. So
well, let's
you knew something was
before we
gonna
talk
happen.
about the pin. Before we talk about the pin, let's go. Garcia and Jericho are taking on Wheeler Yuta and Claudio Castagnoli.
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 Get it twisted. Capri.
Not Capri.
Wrong
Castagnoli.
Claudio.
You know what? I wanted to be critical of this match. Great match.
Good match.
For what it was, good. You know, it didn't pull out like it would have been annoying if they would have did the typical start the whole thing off with Moxley and Penta kind of thing. This was a good balance, a good
never
star
know.
power to
You never
start
know.
it off, but wasn't the main event. And so I enjoyed it. Alex, I'll kick it off to you.
Well, it was just strategically placed because you had this match first to start to get the viewers watching. Then, if you noticed, we'll talk about later. Around 9 o'clock, it was the Danielson and Guevara match, and then at the end, the main event to get the people watching again is the Moxley versus Penta. So it was good strategy on their part. We'll see what the numbers do come up next tomorrow. But yeah, continue. What do you think about the match?
I want to see what Alex. What stood out to you? If you
Sure,
feel the
yeah,
same way
I
here.
agree. It was a good match. It was very fun. I think it was a good choice to make it an opener. Lots of action. A couple of the spots that I thought were really well done was Jericho reversing Claudio's springboard uppercut to a code breaker, which was very well done. Wheeler Yuta hit a really nice tope con hilo over the ropes to, I think it was, can't remember if it was Garcia and maybe 2.0, a couple of guys. Like he hit it on everyone. And as well, Claudio just, doing the big swing in the airplane spin combo with Daniel Garcia and Jericho was
that was insane.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, and then he even had that little spurt there where he springboarded from the roll from the apron onto Jericho. Then he hit I think it was Jake Hager, and then he hit Daddy Magic, and then an uppercut. It was crazy. It was one of those.
That's it. I was just going to mention. Yeah, very fun. Right to leading to the finish. Really, like Claudio taking out all of JAS.
Pound for pound.
As you mentioned, to get the clean pin on Jericho, which was a bit surprising. I have to admit. I think obviously we're going to get that rematch between Claudio Castagnoli and Jericho for the ROH title. I don't think it's going to be next week.
Well, next week he's fighting a Ring of Honor former champion, which could be Claudio in the end because he is a former champion.
Yeah.
But that was what I was gonna say. I was happy about the ending of this match. It was funny. It was Claudio was like that final spurt was amazing. That final run he did to end the match.
I don't think anyone was expecting
Jericho
it either.
gave him the pin, and because going into this match, I was even thinking, fuck, man, they really. Just Claudio came in, they pumped him up, gave him the belt. He lost it 2 weeks later, and now he's just in the background. But
tonight, listening to what I was saying today.
But tonight was I wasn't actually, but
exactly what I said.
Tonight was a good refresher that he's there and he's taking control of something. And now that you guys brought that up, that he could be that quote unquote former champ, that is quite interesting. I'm just happy to see Claudio in the mix here, doing something of importance.
Yeah,
well,
Alex isn't too excited.
It's just that it was unexpected, but they could have went another way. Now, him already being the champion already, like I said before, it took away the excitement. Like if he got the pin tonight, and now he's the number one contender via the pinfall to get him to become the Ring of Honor champion for the first time, it would be exciting. But the way he won it, it was just. It's just like let's give it to him just because, So
I feel Sorry, I was gonna say they shouldn't have announced the Jericho challenging a former ROH champion with Claudio winning. Do that the week after. Like, there's still time. I'm sure they're building to Final Battle, the next ROH pay-per-view.
Yeah.
So,
I think your theory is going to become true with the Garcia and that, but I don't see how that's going to happen. Hopefully it does happen because it's a great idea, but. Now this Ring of Honor former champion, hopefully it's PCO. It'd be pretty cool to see PCO. Matt Taven's already fighting on Rampage, if I'm not mistaken, against Wardlow this Friday. So he could be the former Ring of Honor champion that faces him.
Oh boy, let's hope not.
Maybe Jerry Lynn comes out of retirement and then I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see.
Yeah, they didn't follow up on that, The whole Jerry Lynn thing.
Is Kenny Omega a former Ring of Honor champion?
No, he never won the ROH.
Okay, so that would have been a little bit.
I mean, you have Samoa Joe, low key. Realistically, who could you have?
Would be good.
One that's a curveball. I would love for them to bring in, but we know that they're signed with ROH is Jay Briscoe. Jay Briscoe on his own is a former ROH world champion. He had a great championship run, so I think.
Ooh, what about Adam Cole, baby?
Yeah. That's the thing. The heel. That's the problem.
Underwhelming thing, though.
A lot of the ROH champions that they could bring are heels, so that's the thing. You have to think. And with PCO, he just signed with Impact Wrestling. I don't think they want to.
He's heel.
They want to bring him in.
He will get cheered when he does return, though. Adam Cole, you know that, right? So, I think maybe a refreshing, a restart, maybe. But if you want to go through I have some pictures from the live. If you want to check them out, they're in the. Already uploaded there in the StreamYard if you want to check them out. I don't know if I deleted them, but
I'm doing something. But you brought up Kenny Omega, which leads us into what we saw next right before commercial break, which was pretty. I don't know if this is what they're trying to tell us here. Did you notice this little elite, but erasing the elite promo package here?
They're coming back. For some reason, I still don't believe Punk is leaving for some reason. But
I think didn't it come out that he's buying out Tony Khan's buying out his contract?
What do you want to believe? If you want to
probably
believe that,
he had to draw a line in the sand, as they say, right? You probably had to say, listen, these guys were my guys. Whether or not they made a mistake, I'm gonna have to. They are the elite. The company is the freaking all elite.
But they've been teasing. They've been talking about them week by week. So by them talking about it, that's the automatic swerve, if you want to say. Like I just saw it on the screen, they're swerving our glory. But yeah, they're talking about them. So they're coming back. In what capacity, I don't know. But when, I wish I knew. But they are coming back. So look out for them.
Yeah.
Look out for them.
Yeah,
Look out for them.
I wonder if they're gonna play the card of, like, this company wouldn't exist without us. So like they're gonna play that kind of storyline where the elite are trying to Tony Khan is trying to erase them. I hope they don't go that route. Where the elite feel like they're being singled out and like left out. So that's why they have them vanishing. Basically Tony Khan just called Thanos from the Marvel universe and just did the snap. Basically what he did.
But I could see that. I could see that portraying with the elite, though, especially the Young Bucks. I could see that already. But I'm sure a lot of people will be excited to see them. But it all depends what they do when they do return. If they go after a heel or a baby face, like we'll talk about it later. But what they did with MJF was brilliant. So they're trying to push him towards being a baby face, which I don't know if that's going to work. But it's the first step was tonight. So we'll see, but we'll talk about that later. But on with the action here. Select a brew.
Well, we Tony Schiavone caught up with the Jericho Appreciation Society here when we came back from commercial break, and I was kind of like my audio. I was listening to it from the TV, but I didn't put on my Bluetooth speaker yet,
blah, blah, blah.
My audio wasn't like really loud at the moment, and then they were having audio issues.
They were having issues, yeah.
But yeah, they said, but yeah, it didn't help. I thought I was like, I thought I was going deaf. But so yeah, the gist of it was they're fed up of the Blackpool Cheater Club, is what Jericho said. There's no honor in the way that Claudio got that pin. I believe is like kind of just what he's going for. So more sports entertainment here. Anything
sports entertainment.
Anything? I don't know if you guys want to add anything to that.
Well, I mean, that's just where Jericho put the challenge, saying that he wants to challenge any former ROH world champion next week. I mean, just prior to that, like briefly, there was the Bryan Danielson backstage promo after the Claudio and Yuta got the win. We should just like touch upon that, where Danielson was saying that he's pissed off, he's frustrated that like Daniel Garcia turned on him and that he lost to Jericho. So like the Blackpool Combat Club, we're gonna have a sit down or just talk like gentlemen to that Claudio being the peacekeeper.
This is where I was like, okay, Claudio, not only did he win, now he's they actually gave him some like promo time right after that in a dominant role. I'm like, okay. It's we're getting a little more taste of Claudio, and the Claudio we like.
I guess they're telling us something here with this. So maybe he is going to be going for the title at the pay-per-view. We're gonna have to just wait and see, I guess. See what happens next week.
One thing that we do know is that the Swerve in Our Glory will be going for a title.
I had called it right before that match. I knew it.
I could say before I let you guys go on this one. What a match! This is what I wrote in big block letters here. This is wrestling, and then Dax Harwood, wrestler of the year potentially. And wow, what a match! Love the finish, love the story. Who wants to go?
Go for it,
Al. That's the thing. I love the match. Didn't like the finish. I like who won. Swerve in Our Glory, I think, is the right choice because you can't rush FTR and the Acclaim. The Acclaim are just gonna get they're gonna lose all their momentum. Like everyone wants to see FTR winning the titles, the AEW World titles, like tag titles. So it's too soon for the Acclaim to just throw away all the momentum that they got. This finish is we have a referee distraction, and this is the theme of the night.
But it was smooth, though. It was very smooth.
You make the referee look stupid.
Fast.
Again, you keep making the referee look stupid in AEW, and they always complain.
This is the least stupid that finish, and we see some really bad referee.
So it doesn't have to be involved in the finish, just in the match. Like you didn't need you had the referee distraction in the tag team match earlier with the JAS and the Blackpool Combat Club. That's where Jericho snuck in the Floyd, the bat. Now you have the referee distraction in
and we're going to talk about referee distractions again.
Yes, exactly. We're not done yet. Wait till the women's
match. Done.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn referees.
But that's the thing. Like it was a low blow. Okay, it was a sneaky low blow by Sneaky Swerve, And then you also had the
Sneaky
referee has
story.
his back turned. He can't see that FTR or not FTR. Sorry, the Gun Club dressed up as FTR.
It was well executed for
Are
what it
holding,
was. Out of all
you,
them,
you were convinced that they were. You didn't know that was the gun club dressed up there, or
no,
is
that was
what
the
you're
whole
talking
thing.
about?
No, but
Those
I'm saying
belts are
the
real
way
that
it
they have.
happened,
I
the
know
way
that,
the
right?
finish happened, there was no slowness. There was no like people waiting to
It
get into
doesn't
place.
matter, Bruno. It's the
Swerve
same
took
thing every time, man.
Swerve
It
took
gets-
his
it gets
guy out.
competitive.
He threw him to the corner and started beating up there. That was a perfect opportunity where Guns
Take
held this
much
guy
to
back.
entertain you, eh?
The reversal in the ring that led to Swerve going out of the ring, but very quickly on the next interaction with Dax, I believe, who took it. It was just very smooth. You may not be happy with with what it was, but like for what it was, they executed it smoothly. As you can't deny that. It was very well done, very quick. Like there was no like, stop and pause. Like you know what I mean? If there was no other referee interference the whole night and you guys weren't that mad at it, this was well
but
executed.
we had this is the second match. We saw it for the second time.
Wait, do you listen to what I just said? I said you may not agree that they did it 3
but
times.
it's 2 for 2.
But
So it's
this
like,
one,
okay, again.
This one particular finish was well
If
executed.
Jericho's match didn't have it, I could say, okay, you know what, fine. But then,
Are you listening to the words coming out of my mouth?
My God.
I said
it's 2 matches out of 2 that we
I
just saw.
said it. I'm not. Okay, ignore the fact that they did 3 finishes with a referee interference. Ignore that. Out of the 3, though, this was well executed out of all of them.
Yes, because in the end, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt FTR in a sense, right?
Well, that's why FTR can't lose.
But
FTR had to lose.
They
like
don't have
this.
the match. Then I put someone else in there.
You
Fuck.
don't have the match. This was a
The
great
match.
match. What's wrong
So
with you?
take a loss then. Fuck, take a clean
I
loss.
Do you
honestly,
understand wrestling
they
psychology? They're gonna take the loss, but they're not gonna lose clean. Keep FTR strong in the loss. Are you?
Like we
Are
didn't
you
already know
mentally
this was gonna
ill?
happen already. But please, man.
Come on,
Ridiculous,
man. You watch too much Russo.
All you had to do, you just had to have like the Gun Club somehow get FTR's attention, but they didn't have to distract the referee. That's how you protect
Exactly.
FTR. It doesn't have to be convoluted with a low blow and they're holding cash and like it's.
Yeah,
At
they're
least
holding
we
him
got a
like
great
he's
match to get.
Come on.
Yeah.
I thank God it was a good match. Yeah,
Yeah,
I liked
just
it.
to
I liked
highlight
every
a couple
second of
of.
it.
But
a
the
couple of
finish
spots,
was badly executed. I agree with you, Alex.
Okay.
Not-
It could have been
We
done
don't
another
have
way.
to
It
put
didn't have
this
to be a
one-
referee.
we
Like
don't
you
have to
said,
put this one
you
up
didn't
on a
have to
poll here.
involve the referee.
I want to see
Yeah.
what the
You didn't have to
internet
involve the
world-
referee.
But honestly, it's not a
have
good
to
week.
distract
It's not
the
a good
referee
week
if
for
you're
like clean finishes. On Raw, there were plenty of like, bordellos, all kinds of it. On NXT, you had the whole dusty finish. I don't want. I know we're talking about the AEW, but just to say, like this week has not been good for referees and clean finishes and no distractions. It's just on TV wrestling this week for some reason just went crazy with the referees are stupid, the referees are distracted, and
I think besides the Sammy Guevara match, I think that was the only one the referee didn't actually. I think Ty Conte did get involved for 2 seconds, but it wasn't the outcome of the match. Other than that, I think every single match had a referee decision there with the stupidity there. Anyways, we're gonna get to it, but it was every match. It gets repetitive, man.
Let's give a shout out to Storm the Desert here in the chat saying everyone wanted Bucks versus FTR 3 months ago. This is also the first time FTR has lost since they faced Mox and CM Punk over a year ago. Kind of a cheap way to end a run.
That's true. He's right. Thank you for that, Storm.
Well, I wonder, Storm, but do you think that they should have lost clean? Or are you saying they should have won?
No,
that's what I'm trying to figure out.
If you're not, they're not going to lose clean, but it doesn't have to be because of a referee distraction again. That's the difference. Could have been done another way. Well, that's a great point there, Storm. If you're not subscribed to our channel, hit that subscribe button, please, my friend. Thank you very much.
Yeah, just to highlight a couple of spots from this match, because I agree. At least we got a great match besides the finish. We can at least agree that the match is great.
Yeah.
The finish, we'll agree to disagree in that sense. But just like
Dax Harwood's one of the best wrestlers in wrestling right
for
now.
sure. I did highlight a couple of things. Yeah, but just before that, pretty early in the match, Keith Lee doing a double leapfrog.
Oh,
the double crossbody destroying
airtime. You got
pretty impressive. Just to run them quickly. Yes, the FTR did a really great power bomb. So Dax did a power bomb, I think, to Swerve, and then he rolled him up, and then Cash did a dragon suplex. So it was a power bomb dragon suplex combo that was really well done. And even Dax Harwood catching Swerve to do the rebound power bomb, and it was like reversals.
That was cool.
He deadlifted him basically back up. I don't remember the exact sequence, but that was really impressive. And of course, even Keith Lee and Swerve, when they did the electric chair toss to a sit-out
What
powerbomb,
the hell was that? That was insane.
perfectly executed. I was like, that's
Perfectly
very
executed.
dangerous. Like for sure, so
Yeah.
many things can go wrong with that.
Yeah,
But
a slip, anything could go wrong there. But yeah, that
and
was
even
pretty cool.
and even Keith Lee, I think it was that Cash and Keith Lee had an exchange. I think Cash gave him a drop kick, and then Keith Lee just gave him a really nicely looking headbutt and just collapsed on him for a really close near fall. Yeah. And it was very believable, that near fall, like just to kick out with Keith Lee on top of you. That's a lot of effort.
And on top of that, we had a little descent. Well, not dissension, but it was Keith Lee that hit Swerve getting out to the outside, and I think Cash hit something, or Dax hit something on Keith Lee, 1, 2, and then Swerve took out the ref there.
Right,
save the day.
Yeah, more shenanigans at the ref.
So more, they're itching closely to the little dissension there, Keith Lee and Swerve. So
they've been for a while.
I don't see them beating Acclaim. That's for sure. I don't think that's going to happen. You know, crazier things have happened in AEW, but I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe a referee will be involved in that match. It'll be 3-on-2 or I don't know. Anyways, we'll see. Maybe the ref will.
Well, I'm trying to think. What's the path then for FTR to finally get their titles? Like, do you think Acclaim's going to retain, and then the Elite, maybe the Young Bucks are going to be the ones to come and take it from the Acclaim? Then finally, we're going to get the match that Storm the Desert is referring to.
I don't know, but I mean, it's clear that the FTR have to go through the Gun Club first. Let's see how long that takes, their feud. Hey, Circle of Debate.
What's up, Ivan? What's up, Circle of Debate?
So I guess that's the first program, right? FTR have to beat the Gun Club, which I know, honestly, I can't see that being more than a week or two. Let's be honest. I know it sounds bad, but
it's good. It's a good program to keep FTR busy,
unless they play the numbers.
You're gonna get out of it,
unless they play the numbers, because maybe we'll see
the Firm.
The Firm FTR helping MJF.
Speaking of the Firm, that was one thing I noted by the end of the match. I'm gonna say right here. As I denounced the baddies since they attacked Jeremy Prophet a couple weeks ago.
I told you that fucking months ago.
I am now solidly 100%. I think the Firm may be my favorite faction right now, and maybe one of my top factions.
Boy.
We'll see what they do.
Exactly.
I'm in on the Firm. I'm in on the Firm. I'm in on the Firm.
Storm the Desert.
I like them. I like them.
Just curious if you guys caught the FTR Aussie Open match. Saw highlights. I don't know. Did you watch it, Al?
No, it's on my list for sure. Just you got to set aside time. It's like 35 minutes, so it's
my god, yeah. Okay, so you have to get
sure it's worth it, but that's definitely on the list.
But you know what? Since this is the match of the week, I guess if we're here, FTR versus Aussie Open, and go check it out. I'm sure you can find it somewhere on YouTube or on Google or on Twitter or wherever you can find it. Thanks for that. Storm the Desert or Desert, whichever you want. I don't know.
Dessert, I believe has 2 S's. Storm the Desert.
Yeah, thanks
Storm
for that.
The Desert.
Thanks for that request. We'll check it out for sure. I'm sure it was. What I saw for the highlights, it was a great match. 2 great teams. Was in the States? Because I'm sure.
It was in the UK actually.
It was in the UK. Wow. Okay.
Okay. The Royal Kingdom. I forgot to show New Japan, but
that match was epic. Okay, cool, man. Yeah, so
I'm sure you saw it, Ivan. Yeah, definitely gonna watch it.
Well, let's keep it moving along here, and everyone wants to know what Saraya has to say, but we never get a chance to hear it because again, Britt Baker comes in, invades the backstage promo, doesn't let her get more than one word off, and then Renee Paquette sneaks in. We'll see if you want to talk. We have to do this. We have to do this the right way.
Yeah, she's working overtime, I think.
Well, she's taking over. Tony Schiavone probably put in grievance there, saying, "I don't feel like running to be the only backstage promo guy and do commentary."
Well, I'm sure she's working double shifts here until John Moxley loses the title at Full Gear and they could actually go on vacation finally. So
there you go.
I'm sure that's what's going to happen. So she's pulling. But she was all over it. But it's good though. I have no. Well, I always like seeing Renee. She's a good character. She knows how to. She knows how to dictate everything. No, she talks back to the wrestlers and everything. So that's pretty cool, man. It's great to see. I'm sure we won't see her in the ring, but
with all due respect,
I wouldn't mess with her.
With all due respect, shut the fuck up, okay?
John Moxley.
Because with all due respect, I don't think MJF really cares much for Miss Paquette, as we saw here in the next segment. Uh, what do you think is going on right now with MJF? He's like, okay, they're putting me in a heel position, but the people are just resisting me as a heel. So he's playing this.
Milk it both ways. Why not? He could do that. He's one of the guys that could do that. So why not?
Well, yeah, it's
why not?
He's slowly turning. Moxley's going to be.
He's playing the heel / babyface to the T right now, and it doesn't matter. And the crowd eventually is gonna cheer him all the way, like they did with Roman Reigns, they did it with John Cena, they did it with The Rock, they did it with every big time wrestler in this industry. They always get booed, they always get bullshitted on, and then eventually, look at them now. Look at all those guys that I just named. MJF is gonna be there sooner or later, not in the next year or two, but it's gonna take a little time. But he's on that right path, that's for sure.
I believe a wise man once said that it'll be
Who is
WrestleMania 40, Cody versus MJF.
You actually think that Tony Khan is going to let go of MJF because what, he wants an extra $1 million? He's a billionaire.
WrestleMania 40.
He's not coming to WWE.
MJF, Cody Rhodes. I'm just getting it on record again. So
Cody Rhodes.
You have the evidence.
I have many episodes.
Start hating Cody Rhodes again now.
I'm sure, Bruno, you must have loved MJF imitating Moxley with the walk.
That's what I wrote down. That's what I wrote down.
I'm sure you loved that.
He
it was very entertaining.
I didn't like it at all.
He called out the walk right away. He knows
in front of Renee too. She's trying not to laugh and everything. It was great.
The walk.
It was great.
It's easy pickings. It's easy pickings.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
You call him out on his stupidity. I think this. I don't know, man. MJF may be the one that makes the crowd turn on Moxley here.
Well, like with this tonight that happened with him, then seeing what happened. I know I'm fast forwarding, but I thought that at the end was going to be a little different after John Moxley was thrown to the side from the firm. Like I said, we'll talk about that later, but I actually thought John Moxley was going to come and help MJF somewhat, maybe not help him, but just to clear the ring for him. But
what do you mean MJF was gonna help Moxley? Mean?
Well, that's what was going to happen, right?
At
like
the end, that's
if MJF didn't come out, John Moxley would still be getting fucking boots to the face now, still.
Yeah, but
from Big Cass, and
he has no.
That's what I'm saying. So MJF coming in stopped it, and then Moxley didn't see him after. So I actually thought Moxley was going to come back and at least repay the favor, not to shake hands with him and hug him and do jumping jacks and car wheels, but at least to clear the ring for him and then just leave.
We'll get that next week. I think it's possible.
Yeah, I could see that happen next week. But just to say, like going back to what MJF is doing, he's playing both sides. He's playing with everybody's head. And you even see him like, oh, you know what? I'm trying to be a good guy here, and he give that like. Yeah, right, kind of thing. So he's playing us all for fools. I love it.
I think his promos are really good. I'm not a fan of like the playing both sides, honestly, because I think it's just going to be a giant swerve and he's going to turn heel. And it's like
I honestly
all we get is swerve after swerve after swerve.
Yeah,
no pun intended on AEW. That's all we get. It's like it's enough.
You don't think he wants this though. You know what I mean?
But it's the status quo in AEW, right? It's you turn heel one week and 2 weeks later you turn your baby face, even though people are booing you. Right? It's I don't know, man.
I mean, he has entertaining lines. Like I just want to say, like MJF saying that last week when he said he was gonna face Moxley clean, he meant no, relatively clean. You know, it can't be super squeaky clean. So that was funny.
But you see the difference in WWE and AEW. Sometimes WWE, you know who a heel is, you know who the baby faces are, and they stay that course for weeks, months at a time. So there's no confusion. In AEW, for the untrained eye, you come and you haven't watched for a month or two, you don't know what the hell is going on sometimes. I'm sorry to say, but who's heel, who's been for the untrained eye, you would think MJF is the biggest baby face in the company, but obviously he's not. So I think they have to distinguish that somehow, and keeping people heel or face for a long time establishes that, and AEW doesn't do enough of that. So, Storm, what's going on here? What's what you saying? Would you guys rather have MJF win clean to get the title, or have Regal turn with MJF and just lean into the full heel persona? Holy shit, I love that. That's what I want. That's the final piece right there. That's the final piece, because even tonight with Regal, the little dissension talking about Moxley and even Danielson tuning, I'm going to talk to him. Don't worry. I think there's going to be that heel turn. That's going to be, wow, man. And then MJF becomes the biggest heel in professional wrestling by doing that. And you have one of the greatest managers / wrestlers and Mike guys. You have two Mike guys right there. Bing, bang, boom, with with Regal. Wow, I'd love to see that. That's a great idea, Storm. What do you think about that, Al? You think that could happen? Would you want that to happen? I would love that to happen.
To be honest,
Wow.
I mean, it does sound good, but I think MJF is,
Like Daddy
is
Magic.
bigger than having a manager. He doesn't need one. Like, honestly, like he would just
But
overshadow
Regal's
the
not.
manager.
He's a manager, but he's not like, you know what I mean. He's not. He's always going to the announce booth. He's not like he's there talking for these guys, right? So, I think that would be the way to distinguish MJF becoming the biggest heel in the company. Regal turning on Jon Moxley in the main event because he said, "I'm not going to use the ring," but you know who's going to use the ring? Regal's going to use the ring on Jon Moxley.
Or breast
That's
nuts,
what's gonna happen. Or he tries to hit MJF, ducks, hits Moxley.
Oh boy.
Wow. Enzo Medellin, what's going on?
What's going on, brother?
What's going on, Enzo? Enzo always messes me with the scoops. He messes me with the big news. Montreal, WWE Elimination Chamber. We're going to be there. Enzo, let us know if you're going to get tickets. Let's all get together, a big group, and have a great time.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when did they just announce that this week?
Yeah, they just announced. They're not on sale yet, but once they're on sale, I think we should pull up some money there and see what we could afford, and let's go have a good time there, man. It's going to be a great fucking event. And I have a feeling Sami Zayn, something's going to happen. He's going to win.
Sami and Kevin.
Number one contender if he wins the Elimination Chamber or dethrones Roman Reigns. That'd be pretty cool, man. That'd be pretty cool.
Will Cody be back by then, you guys think?
Yeah, he could be.
He should be. Hopefully by the Rumble. So
they were saying Rumble. So yeah, that could be it. But maybe we get to see Cody Rhodes. I know we'll get to see Sami Zayn and this guy right here. Oh God, Kevin. Oh,
awesome.
I saw guys that look like them cleaning up at the arena in the back.
Hail, baby.
That's nothing special there. So let's move it along here with some
How
professional
dare you, former
wrestlers.
Ring of Honor World Champion. How dare you?
Yeah.
Oh man.
And Orange Cassidy is
and a SmackDown too. It's true.
Could go toe to toe with Wardlow for 25 minutes.
They're gonna be here. They're gonna be here all weekend. That pay-per-view's on a Saturday. Wow.
Friday, Saturday.
Fuck, it's gonna be great, man. WWE wrestlers all over Montreal for Friday and Saturday.
Takes for both SmackDown and Hell in a Cell. Was it Hell in a Cell or
Elimination Chamber?
Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, going until November 18th.
Yeah, that's right.
On sale November 18th for individual show tickets. December for what I heard. Cool, man. Keep us posted, Enzo.
I think it was
Enzo with the inside scoop there.
Yeah.
So we got a little. I think you guys touched on it, but the little promo here with Maria Kanellis and her crew. What are they called again?
The Kingdom.
Yes. Don't we have the Empire also?
The embassy.
The embassy. Yeah,
that's
the
Khan and
Embassy.
and Prince Nana.
Yeah. So I don't know. This what's his name? What are their names again? You
Matt
seem to love this
Taven.
crew.
Come on, he says his name all the time. He says, "I'm Matt Taven."
Former Ring of Honor champion, for God's sakes. Fuck.
Triple Crown, the Ring of Honor.
He fought Jeremy. Fuck too. Fuck. It's on our YouTube channel.
Yeah,
which will be deleted. So,
it used to be. Don't worry.
Okay, so yeah, you took care of that. Yeah. So yeah, but he did fight him. It's on YouTube, though, on someone else's channel, but it was on ours for a while. But yeah.
You guys know about this? Anything to say? They're having a match against Wardlow. He's having a match against Wardlow. This guy
coming in to take losses, I guess. What do you have to say about that? I know that they lost the tag team titles. You think Matt Taven could pull it? You know what? I would love to see Matt Taven beat him straight up, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I mean, I think like really the Kingdom are there to face FTR eventually. Like that's what they teased. So like they're gonna face FTR for one of the 3 belts that they have. So
okay,
that's what I think.
Okay, I can see that. Ring of Honor ones
or IWGP. They won both in the past. The Kingdom. So former champion, or maybe they won the AAA tag titles. I don't know.
Oh, maybe yeah, it's true. Eh?
After Dragon Lee and
I could see them as Ring of Honor champion. But you know what? I could. Fuck, man, I would love to see STP in fucking Ring of Honor. You know, so that maybe getting Khan and Leon, maybe the Ring of Honor. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know what's going to happen there, but they're gonna have to lose them sometime. FTR, hopefully to someone that it makes sense to, and it catapults them to some kind of stardom. Because I don't know, man. You're walking around with three titles there, and they want to go for the 4th one. So I don't know.
I don't think they're gonna lose those belts until they win the
titles. Belts hold up your pants.
Belts. They are
Oh,
belts.
Belts.
It's
Yeah.
Vince McMahon that instituted the word
Yes.
title.
Yes.
Hey, the old regime is out, Frank. You didn't hear?
Yeah, come on,
Because
man.
belts hold up your pants.
Get with the program.
Belts hold up your pants.
Oh, boy.
Really. What do
They
they
do.
what do they call it in boxing?
I don't know. I don't
Championship belt, right? They'll call it championship
I'm not
belt.
mistaken.
That's them. Yeah, but Vince McMahon guy. Hey,
When
our
you search for them online, when you want to buy it, what do you type into Google?
championship titles
Championship titles.
Yeah. and misspelled it and right titties or something. Anyway.
Championship titties.
Yeah.
Well, moving along
All
here
Elite.
from All Elite. Speaking of championship titties,
That's
I
nice.
don't
Oh,
know,
fuck.
Sammy Guevara and his fiance
His
coming to
wife,
ringside.
actually.
What?
His wife, they're married.
Oh, it's
Why
official.
not?
Yeah,
Married. Get it
sure,
right,
yeah.
man.
They showed the
Yeah.
There's
video
gonna be
18
a
times.
special a comment on commentary or commentator for in Abu Dhabi for Mayweather's fight against this
So
random
random.
guy there.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck you pulled that off, but okay.
A fan question here. Maybe one of you guys
Ooh.
can weigh in. Enzo, do you guys know what happened to Mercedes Martinez? It's
Royal Rumble.
No,
They're
it's
milking
as
it,
if
they're
she
milking
disappears since winning ROH Women's title.
I think,
Oh, okay.
I think the word
I
is that
thought you were
she's
talking about-
injured.
Okay,
Mercedes
yeah, that's what I heard
Martinez.
too. That's
No,
what I
the
heard
funny
too.
part is she's injured, but thank God Tony Khan didn't make another interim women's
Oh my
ROH
god, it's true.
champion.
Hey, just
Imagine.
make everyone wasn't talking about her, so just try to make
I think
everyone
she's
forget.
injured, but yeah, just exactly forget
Yeah.
that.
So no,
For
don't
now.
talk about it. So then
Yeah.
people are gonna get pissed. I'm sure that's what it is, right? Nobody's talking about it. So thank you for that, Enzo. So we'll start talking about it. We'll see what's
Okay.
happening with that. But
Yeah.
god damn it, wait. Trinidad is not worthy enough to be a Ring of Honor champion. Jeez, man, come on, fuck.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Well, let's move it along again. Like I said, we got the match that they've been talking about for the whole first hour, pretty much, of Dynamite here. It's the Sammy Guevara against Bryan Danielson, who seems to not be happy these days. He's
Yeah.
frustrated, as he
Ascension, the
said.
Blackpool Combat Club is slowly starting.
And so I just one the only thing I wrote down was that fucking springboard that Sammy did right before the commercial break. It was a
Yes,
great match. There's a lot of cool
Sammy
stuff. That
Guevara
was
is a
really
great wrestler, man. There's
was
no
a-
doubt about it. He just needs something to do to, I don't know, man. Like everyone hates him. Just feed off that. Okay, you take a loss from Bryan Danielson, fine, but that's a legit loss right there. And you know what? That doesn't do any harm to him because he looked great in there, and it was a great match. I thought he even had him at one point too. So I thought Bryan Danielson was gonna take another L there and put someone over again. But Jesus, they said that Bryan Danielson hasn't lost 2 matches in a row in AEW or something
Yeah,
like that.
more than 2. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
This
so
would've
I
been
as soon as they said that, I knew he wasn't gonna lose this one.
But-
So,
yeah.
but yeah, Al, what did you think about it?
No, I thought it was a really good match, and I enjoyed that Excalibur said that, the famous saying that styles make fights. Like you have technician, master technician Bryan Danielson against the high flyer. So the technician and the hard hitting style of Danielson against the crazy high flying style of Sammy Guevara.
No fear, Sammy Guevara. No fear.
Yeah, like
man.
I agree. Like
Crazy.
that Asai moonsault he did from the top rope, that
Oh.
was like really amazing, beautiful. Taka Michinoku style, like fantastic.
Oh yeah, that's where it's from. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, it's true.
And I enjoyed
Right.
I even enjoyed the story of the match at the beginning was good because it was Sammy Guevara catching Danielson off guard and really was going for a quick win when he did the double jump cutter. Like that was a good near fall, like within minutes in the match, where you thought that he's going to end it quickly because Danielson's in a bit of a slump. Yes, he's pissed off, he's frustrated, but he's off his game because
his head somewhere else.
with the Blackpool
Perfect.
Combat Club. Exactly. Yeah. So Sammy could have got the quick win, but that didn't happen. Then Danielson came back, like he was absorbing the strikes of Sammy Guevara, taking them head on, like giving no shits. And
savage, man. He just loves
returning with
wrestling, eh?
chops and-
He
yeah.
just loves wrestling, eh? Bryan Danielson just loves it. I love it. Fuck.
I love it.
I love it.
And then Sammy with the 2 Spanish flies. He did one standing and then one the springboard when he went to the top of the turnbuckle. Was really impressive. So yeah, Sammy was all over the place. Even like he did a moonsault, and then he landed on his feet, tried to do a shooting star press standing. Danielson caught him in a label lock. So good exchanges there and very impressive.
And we had a little Ty Conti little thing there, but it
Little
didn't
bit, but
really
not so
matter
bad.
into the ending of the match, which was okay, which is how distracting referee should happen, So in the end, that was executely executed in a way. What's this here?
Excellently executed.
Yeah, I was trying to.
The excellence of
It's a good
execution.
comment
Excellence of
from
execution.
Storm the Desert. I agree. Just to read, he said random idea, but you could also stick Adam Cole with Kingdom as
Yeah.
he's a former member, one of the founders, and feud with the Elite. After all, can't read. Fish, O'Reilly, Cole beat the hell out of the Bucks last time we seen Cole. Very true. You can't stick them back with the Elite. That's not going to work.
No.
And I've been saying, we've been talking. The Kingdom.
you've been saying it
Adam
for-
Cole
for-
needs friends. He has friends everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
He's been in trios and groups with so many people. So I agree.
Yeah, you were saying it. Ivan was saying it as well. Hey, Porforio, there he is.
He says Sammy rocks. So did MJF.
Yeah, it was a good.
Great
it was a
job
really
getting
good
the
match.
babyface sympathy, and
Beautiful storytelling.
we will get swerved in a couple of weeks. But it's a great setup,
Yeah,
and that's
exactly.
a bold prediction right here. You guys are on the same boat as him.
Yeah, 100%.
We all know it. We all know it.
Like you
But
say,
right now
Porforio.
he's for the only way to make him turn heel, like to get good heel heat again, is to make them love him and fuck them over again. Right? That's the only way.
But Sammy already passed out. Hey, that's how he lost the match, right?
Yeah, the
Yes, that's right.
referee
Yeah.
stoppage, as it says
Yeah.
in the ticker. I
He's
believe.
getting those elbows to the.
Yes, that's vicious.
man.
Yeah, with the triangle choke. Yeah,
Even
I
some
love
of
that.
those kicks when he was holding his arms there and he hit him a couple of times right in the side of the face. I'm like, oh my God. He hits hard.
That's what I'm gonna say. Honestly, I think there's no one else to like. This is my opinion. Like in the Blackpool Combat Club, no one else should do the stomping to the face than Danielson, because everyone else, they don't do it right. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's Danielson that just literally kicks you in the face or the side of the face. Everyone else does it too gently, or doesn't connect well. Like, leave it to Danielson. He's been kicking people's heads in for like 15, 20 years. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing. It's the people that do it too. That him getting injured, it's always someone doing it to him. So he's probably one of the most trustworthy guys in the ring. That's for sure. Like a guy like in WWE, they always say Kane was the guy that they always trusted in the ring. A guy like Randy Orton, Bryan Danielson's right up there with those guys too. So it's good, man. And you know what? It made Sammy Guevara look like $1 million tonight. $1 million. Hopefully, he's got to do something. He's got to like screw somebody over. I don't know, man. He's got to do something, man. He's got to do something, man. People hate him. Feed off that, milk that, man. Like it doesn't last forever. If you don't capitalize on it and think you're gonna come back to it a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or even a month down the line, people are gonna forget. So,
No, he's doing it right. He's still young. He's got time. He's in his I kind
he just has
of
that face you want to slap and punch.
he's
like,
doing
kick and spit.
he's in his Shawn
Steal his
Michaels
girlfriend after.
it's Shawn
Anyways.
Michaels and Sherry era. We kind of talked about how Jack Perry needs to get that character
nice.
going, but I think Sammy
Jack
Guevara.
Perry. You called
Yeah.
him Jack Perry.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I said it before they started pushing it on TV that they need to do that.
Yeah, obviously, but for obvious
Tony Khan
watches.
watches, obviously, we
Jungle
give
Boy.
him all this
Yes.
for free. But yeah, Sammy Guevara, he's got the
Yeah, Tony Khan's
girlfriend,
stealing our notes.
The wife.
the whatever. He's got the girl on his arm. He's got the smirk. Like he's got it all. Just keep going until he's gonna be that point where they hate him so much, but he's been there for a long time that they love him. Like kind of like Shawn Michaels did. He ended up being the same guy, an arrogant fucking woman, man, whatever.
There's no doubt about his wrestling. It's
and
just,
then
it's just
everyone just loved
storytelling
him after.
progression. He needs some kind of story. Like right now, he's not in any story whatsoever. So he's lost in transition there. But he has great matches when he has to fight. So
Well, look, he may be lost in transition, but we're
Ooh.
not lost in transition
Are
as we go straight ahead
ooh,
to Alex Abrahantes and Ray Phoenix that are talking about what they think will happen tonight. And of course, they're all in on Penta, El Cielo Miedo,
obviously.
and then
We didn't see Pac tonight, eh?
no, but we did see Christian Cage
Ooh.
come in, and he had a little something to say
He
with
was a
Luchasaurus.
I forget if Luchasaurus had the green mask or the black mask.
I believe it was black.
I don't know. I
It was
wasn't
black,
paying
eh?
attention. I think it was black.
Yeah, we gotta check that
I
out
believe
for
he
Claudio
was
there.
rocking the heel
If that's
black.
Claudio, he would know.
Yeah, the heel black. So he was a heel tonight with the black mask. So
They wanted to
setting up a match.
They wanted to remind Phoenix that Luchasaurus beat Jungle Boy and Jungle Boy
Ooh.
pinned Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Thank you for reminding us. Who was that? Alex Abrahantes that reminded us? Or
No,
that was
Christian.
Christian Cage.
So after the great display of professionalism,
Mm-hmm.
Alex Abrahantes, amazing. Ray Phoenix does his broken English, but he does it good.
I
And
see
of
where this
course,
is
Christian
going.
Cage.
Better than Andrade?
Christian, the master himself, with the big beast, believable guy beside him. And then someone who already looks bad on his own volition, but following all these stars, here what do we get? Everyone's favorite Orange Cassidy comes in and cheeses up the segment. Bro, he can't even talk, man. That was the most
But he
cheesy.
could wrestle.
Like, what did he even say?
But he could
He
wrestle.
said the most generic thing.
Doesn't
Like,
matter what he said.
I'm better than you guys.
You know what?
You got all
He
of
didn't
you.
have to talk.
all
He
of you-
shouldn't have
yeah.
talked. He should have
First
just
off,
came
yeah,
in and
I agree
looked
with
at
that.
both of them.
I agree
looked
with
at
that.
both of them and just
I-
went like this.
100%.
And that's it.
could-
And just walk
100%.
away.
Him and Wheeler.
That's all you have to say.
Him and Wheeler
all I
Yuta
do.
should be banned from talking for a
No,
little
no,
bit and
come
get
on.
some managers or something.
No,
Orange Cassidy.
Orange
One
Cassidy
lines,
was the
yes,
manager.
not complete sentences. Though.
Yeah.
That's
No,
the thing.
no. Orange Cassidy
You know
could
what I mean, though? He
should
doesn't
just
sound
came
like a
out.
nerd. He doesn't have like a nerd voice. Come on, like all.
It's not
all jokes
intimidating, I'll
aside,
tell you that.
like, come
Because
on.
I'm not scared of that guy. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
or Orange Cassidy should just came out with the title and be like, "Let's fight" or whatever.
Let's
That's
fight
it.
or whatever, and look at both of them, give the thumbs up, whatever, and walk away. Oh, I guess we have a match here. You know,
Yeah.
Alex
But
Abrahantes
what
could have
was-
milked it,
What
but
was the outcome of this? So
It's
like,
it's
what-
another
building the
triple
match to
threat
Rampage.
Another
Yeah.
triple threat match with
On
the
Rampage or
All Atlantic
Dynamite?
Championship. I think it's Rampage. I'm not-
I think it's Rampage. Yeah, okay.
or
Okay.
Let's check. No, it's Dynamite. I'm just no.
It's Dynamite
Can't remember. It's
for
so
the
many
All Atlantic
things, yeah.
Championship.
Ooh.
Yes.
Can't see him losing that match, but hey,
But why another three-way?
Yes.
Like he just did one. He just did one on Rampage.
you
Like,
don't like three-way matches. You like three-way matches.
Okay.
well, I had
you like
enough with
three-way
the tag
tag
team.
matches.
Only
Three-way
way-
tag matches.
The only way to protect
Thank
fucking
God, not more.
Luchasaurus to not beat the shit out of
There's too much protecting everybody
Orange
here, man.
Cassidy, there has to be a third man in that match to make it believable that Luchasaurus, because if Luchasaurus isn't going to win, we know that, right? No,
Nah.
but it's definitely
Oh, you
can't.
know what? You
can't
never
make
know.
him lose to fucking
You
Orange
never
Cassidy
know.
one-on-one. You definitely can't do that. It just ruins the whole. It's like Kane losing to Taka
Luchasaurus-
Michinoku. Fuck.
You know what? Maybe Luchasaurus winning, going in a little storyline with Orange Cassidy. Meanwhile, Jungle Boy comes back to help out Orange Cassidy,
that would
going
be
for
great.
the
If
title and
we
beats
get, like, a-
Luchasaurus for the title.
Stop doing that. Like you're not fucking doing a presidential speech over here. Fucking
Woo!
fuck. But yeah, that would be interesting just to see Luchasaurus, but just having Christian talk shit as if he has the title.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
would be interesting.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
And Christian proclaims himself as the champion without even
Yeah.
fighting
I could
He
totally
just
see him
hands it
doing
to him.
that. Yeah.
with the green mask.
Well, how else do you see this going down? If Orange Cassidy wins, he has to be pinning Ray
Yeah,
Phoenix.
spinning
right?
Ray
So-
Phoenix. He's gonna do a roll up. He's gonna pin him. you
Yeah.
know. There you go.
Yeah.
Unless your idea, Frank, like Luchasaurus winning,
that would be great.
it's not bad either. Like
Oh, Penta
I
got
ju-
pinned tonight, so I could see Ray Phoenix getting pinned this Friday. So he's probably getting pinned as we speak. So.
oh no, I
But,
think it's live though this week. It
Oh,
should
okay,
be.
okay. But honestly, I could see because I don't know. Maybe he's just holding it. He's just holding the title for someone else. I think Orange Cassidy is just. He doesn't really need a title, the guy anyway. So maybe him taking that L and maybe not getting pinned, just creating a storyline with Luchasaurus. Meanwhile, Jungle Boy, like I said, comes back, and they get into a storyline 3-way, and then we have a 3-way match again, and maybe a new champion in Jungle Boy eventually taking
Well-
it away from. I don't see him taking it away from Orange Cassidy. It would be a better story him taking it away from Luchasaurus. It would
Yeah.
all come full
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah.
But done right, I think it would be a great storyline
And I
for the
believe
All Atlantic title.
that is a
Giving Jungle Boy is
yes, we get we
Yeah,
don't know what you see.
sure.
I was that is in a nutshell kind of an answer to what Storm the Desert has to say, and he goes, "Any ideas on how to
desert or
make
dessert? Dessert. It's dessert.
Yes,
No,
it's dessert. Okay.
It's not-
Yeah. Any ideas on how to make any of the AW titles feel like they mean anything anymore? TK kind of booked most titles into irrelevancy, and yeah,
That's true.
that's the thing. This little twist would be interesting. That would make a little relevancy on that title.
Well,
That's for sure.
There's that, and I think number one as well is get rid of all the ROH titles on TV. Show less titles on TV; they'll feel
Oh
more
yeah,
important.
that's an easy
Also,
one. Yeah.
less title matches. Get rid of
Ah.
Battle of the Belts. Like no one cares about 4 title matches back to back. Who gives a shit?
That's what they're trying to. That's what they're trying to promote,
Yeah,
right?
they-
We have all kinds of
They,
title
they end
matches
up
here,
doing,
but
they end up doing
No
those
one
title matches.
cares.
You kind of know who's gonna win every time.
and
Just to have
they do a title match every second, like every show or every like twice a
Yeah.
week. We have multiple title matches on
that's
Dynamite and
desperation
Rampage.
on
We
their
have,
part.
like,
That's
3, 4
desperate, though. You don't always have to have a title match.
Because John Moxley's the whole
not
MO is
desperate,
I'm a fighting champion.
Yeah, but then in the end, that it just
Everyone's
goes to
a
show that
fighting
there's
champion.
no real stories going on with these title matches. They're just at the end of the event, Penta comes in and confronts John Moxley in the back, and then we have a title match. Orange Cassidy comes out. They have a promo. Okay, we have a title match.
Yeah,
like I don't get it.
I will say though, what they
it's-
did with the whole Nyla Rose stealing the title from Jade Cargill.
Exactly. At least there's something
yeah,
there.
I gave it. Okay, at least now because
we know she's the champion.
Yeah, we know if they're gonna make her streak go. Then it's not gonna end at a weird number like 37.
Yeah.
You know,
but I'm sure
it's going to like 50. And
I'm surprised Nyla hasn't called herself the interim champion. That would be pretty funny. Because technically she is, because she's anyway.
That would be good.
But she's doing some really good stuff though, Nyla. She's a badass, man, and you know what? She's portraying that heel and making Jade Cargill seem like she's becoming slowly a babyface here. I don't know.
They had to give her. They had to switch it up. It was getting
That's
stale. And this
but
is
I don't like the
different.
idea when someone steals a title. It's just stupid in wrestling. That's the only thing I hate that. But
in this
admit
case,
it's
it
entertaining.
entertaining.
In this case, it works.
He's right though, Alex. But
how else you not?
We already saw that
whole...
this year with Adam Cole and Hangman Page. It's literally we saw this like several months
you just
ago.
said it was about. They weren't protecting a winning streak or anything. It works here only simply because how else you get around the predictability of
it's all about the boom.
Yes, I know you said
Next
about it.
Wednesday. Oh baby.
Yeah. So speaking of badasses,
Adam Cole, baby.
Jamie Hayter, who actually I think looks maybe way more than Adam Cole, and more muscular. Jamie Hayter with a great display of power and athleticism here against everyone's favorite Riho.
Everyone's favorite Riho. Who's favorite Riho here? I don't know.
Everyone loves Riho on TV.
Well, we were saying it. We were saying Alex brought it up that she was going to have a match with Jamie Hayter, and I didn't know that. Knowing that she has had matches on AEW Dark, so they're slowly bringing her back into the fold, maybe. But taking a loss to Jamie Hayter, I think, puts her right in the back of the line again.
It's a good competitor to make Jamie Hayter look even more like a beast. Like the way those suplexes, like that spinning suplex.
We all knew Riho wasn't going to win this match, but she did have a couple of times where I don't know. It could have happened. It could have happened with a little distraction there with the ref again.
There you go. Speaking of ref distractions, like Jamie Hayter had to win. We all agree, and I'm glad she did. Yeah. But she didn't need the referee distraction. Like, yes, Riho's a former, the first ROH women's ROH. See, I can't even remember. We're watching AEW or ROH. Which one is it? It's AEW Women's World Champion. She's the first one. But you don't need to protect her. She can take a loss against Jamie Hayter clean. And it looks believable because, as we were saying, Bruno, Jamie Hayter is huge compared to Riho. Yeah. A woman handled her the whole match. Yeah. Great, I agree. Those spinning suplexes that she did right away to the cover. You don't need the little Britt Baker trying to cheat. And what did she do again? I can't remember. Did she hold the Riho's foot or try to?
DMD. I was just saying it on the live that the DMD Britt Baker hasn't done anything in this match yet. Rebel or Raby, whatever you want to call her, she came in a little bit there and distracted the ref. Nothing to the outcome, but then Britt Baker obviously held Rio's feet. Then the ref was distracted by Rebel on the other side. Jamie Hayter came and did that finishing move. That I don't know what it's called, that clothesline, which was pretty vicious. On the
ripcord. It was a ripcord lariat. Yeah.
Looked good.
Kind of like the Rainmaker, sort of. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But even like
you know the moves. I don't.
Yeah. She did a amazing what did she do? I think it was a crossbody. Like Rio did a crossbody from the top rope. Jamie Hayter rolled through and got her an amazing brainbuster, sheer drop brainbuster. Like
you know what? It was a good women's match. It was a good women's match, and maybe a lot to do with Riho, but Jamie Hayter could go, man. And I think it's time to put the strap on her. And even if she, you know what? Make her beat Toni Storm for the interim championship.
Put the interim strap on her.
Put the interim championship on her. Fuck. Come on, man. Or I could already see it. We're obviously going to see Saraya versus Britt Baker at Full Gear. So that pushes her off to the side. So Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm and a returning Thunder Rosa coming back after the match or during the match. I don't know. It's very weird not to see her lately. But
Thunderstorm. Sorry, that was her tag team. Thunder Rosa said that she's hoping to be back by January. Like
really, January.
In the middle of her like bashing all of her colleagues and everything, Thunder Rosa said she expects to be back by January. So
really, that's why there shouldn't be no interim champion then.
I agree. Interim should be like a month or two max. Like if it's a several month,
30 days. 30 days.
Yeah,
If you can't come, what was that rule that they made in WWE at one point that if you don't?
Yeah, but they never followed that. They never.
I know, but it was like an unwritten rule that if you don't defend the title in 30 days, you have to defend it. And if you can't, you have to you lose the title.
Yeah.
But
well,
I don't know, man. Like that's not interim champion. Like you can't. You're not. No, man. Man. It just takes away from the women's division, and I know they're trying really hard, and they're working hard too. You could see it, and I don't know, man. Another referee distraction. Okay, it's Wednesday. We'll do something new next week.
And it sucks too for Toni Storm if she doesn't like become the undisputed AEW Women's World Champion. Is she just gonna be like an asterisk in the almanac in the history books?
She looks even stupider after.
Yeah, it looks dumb. Yeah,
interim champion. I'm sure that wasn't her decision either. So
no, it's Tony Khan. Like at the end of the day, he's the booker. You know, he sees it one way. We and us and pretty much everyone else see it a different way.
Or maybe, well, fuck, man. It's like you said before with all these titles. Just get a pro, even on YouTube. Even if they start a YouTube show for Ring of Honor, just to start, and then I'm sure they're gonna get streaming. They're gonna get streaming services, I'm sure, for Ring of Honor eventually. So, just to get
shut it down,
just to get the distraction away from all these like Ring of Honor stuff. And I have nothing against Ring of Honor. I love Ring of Honor. I'm glad to see them back, but let them be their own entity. It's. I think it's even worse than how ECW was with WWE back.
This is worse than the invasion, and the invasion was bad. Like the invasion,
the invasion was bad because we were all keen to it because we were old enough to figure it out. But
and I have to double check, but it's worse than the invasion. I think it's even longer than the invasion. It's already been like 6 months now. Like when did he buy ROH in March? I think, and we're October, so it's a long time.
Yeah, like it's over. Like, and I think. Fans of Ring of Honor would appreciate them having their own show, and if they just want to watch Ring of Honor, then fine. You're just forcing people that want to watch Ring of Honor to watch AEW. That's exactly what it is. Great idea, Tony. But I don't know. I mean, you might lose some viewers that way. And
I think he's planning some sort of.
Obviously, he is, but
it's either has like a
give us some insight. Give us a tease. Tell us maybe in 2 weeks I got a big announcement or something. So at least. You know what I mean? Like
he's gonna do it. He's gonna come and scream it out to the ring at some point one random day. I see you guys are concerned, just like the friends of Eddie Kingston seem to be concerned. Everyone's concerned with Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, it's Eddie Kingston now.
What's going on with Eddie Kingston? No, he looked. What's going on with him? There's a storyline that all his friends are concerned. Was he on the bottle? Or
he was on Dark Elevation. He fought. Was it Elevation or Dark, Alex?
I think it was Dark Elevation.
It was Dark Elevation against
tag match.
Yeah,
they fought.
No, he fought on Dark when I was there.
It was against Ortiz. That was the match. That was the match. It was
Dark
this week
or Dark.
Whichever one. No, that was last week. But this week again, he fought on Dark with Ortiz again, and
that was the one I remember.
After the match, he was just going like bulldog style, like he wants to smash everybody a beating and.
He can't control himself. He just he's going after the bell rings. He's like still beating up his opponent. Yeah. So I think the story is that like he's been talked to by like HR of AEW or like he has to be a good boy. So he's putting on his fake smile. Yeah.
Oh, he's riding off of the smacking Sammy Guevara.
And they're building the storyline in the back end of it, like to the point where let's say in 2 weeks they come back and say, hey, look what he did on. Hopefully they do come back and say, hey, look what he's been doing on Dark and Elevation and going crazy after the match, after he won the match and everything, trying to calm him down, Ortiz, and obviously Santana, I don't know when he's coming back. Maybe he's probably going to be coming back soon. So maybe that's why they're bringing Eddie Kingston back on TV slowly. So I don't know, we're going to have to wait and see, but big things to come for Eddie Kingston. I hope hopefully, I like to see him in him. I like when he wrestles, man. He's a brawler in there, man. I love when he wrestles. It makes it look real out there. I like that.
You like that?
Well, besides him looking like your favorite wrestler or my favorite wrestler, Kevin Owens, when you don't like that, but he doesn't have the physique. But the guy could go, man. The guy could go. He's a
That's
wrestler.
good.
He's a
They
brawler.
had a good brawl. They had a
Strikes
good
me
brawl
as
in ROH.
strikes me
Eddie
as-
Kingston and Kevin Steen. Yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
on YouTube.
Physique aside,
Yeah.
he still comes off as someone that looks like he's down for a fight.
Yeah.
and a
And I'd
legit
love to see
badass.
him face Claudio in the future too. Bring back that. I think it was in Chikara. I think they had that little
Yeah.
rivalry there, and that was a pretty good rivalry. The Shane Hawk was there during that rivalry in Chikara.
That's definitely that's
back in the day.
I'd
but
rather
he
see
was
him
just
versus
starting
Claudio
off.
Capri. It's a little more believable.
No,
I can
Eddie
see it.
Kingston and Claudio is just
I can
gonna
see
happen.
Claudio Capri going toe
eventually,
to
I'm
toe with
sure.
Kevin Owens.
But a match like that hopefully has a great story behind it, because they do have already a story going on from back in the past. But just don't put them in a match. Like, I hope they rekindle that story and that hate and that hatred for each other, and it'd be a good program between the both of them. And I think Claudio needs something to do. Eddie Kingston definitely needs something to do. So why not?
And I think our friend Storm the Desert has something to do. Perhaps go to bed. Storm the Desert is heading out. Strongly suggests the FTR Aussie Open match. So I guess, ladies and
We'll check
gentlemen,
that out.
that is the match. It has to be the match of the week.
Yeah. So you're off tonight for the match of the week, Alex. Storm,
you're off. Dax thought it was their
Me
best
too.
match ever, and they turned Kyle Fletcher into a star.
Oh,
Thanks,
wow.
Storm the Desert, for tuning in. Thanks
Yeah, man.
we're here every week, and there's a lot more stuff coming up. Frank's going live, the watch-alongs.
I go live every Wednesday and Friday for
love seeing you in the
Dynamite and
chat.
Rampage, and for the reviews we go live every Wednesday, and we have interviews and live streams all week. So our channel is packed. Just subscribe and you'll get the notifications. And thanks for tuning in tonight. So we really appreciate you, man.
So Storm the Desert and everyone out there knows where we are.
Yep.
But everyone, including Darby Allin, was asking, where's Sting?
Oh, God.
As we find out here in this next segment. Darby Allin addresses that about a month ago, I told Sting that he wasn't happy.
Tony Schiavone's he's getting his vocal cords ready. It's Sting when he comes back.
I guess to sum it up, is Darby Allin, Darby Allin says Jay's old friend knows Darby's weakness.
Oh, Darby Allin's
Only
been saying
Darby Allin knows his weakness, and his weakness is himself.
A lot of people have been saying we haven't seen a lot of Darby Allin, which is okay with me. Not anything negative, but sometimes you have to get off TV for a while.
Is he hinting that Sting, though, is turned on him? Is that what he's hinting at
No,
here, Alex?
No, he's just hinting that, like, Sting rekindled his passion by telling him that, I have to remind you who you are. Like, you're Darby Allin, you're the TNT champion. Like, Darby Allin was able to convince Sting to come out of retirement. So Darby's saying that, okay, if I am who you say I am, I got to do it alone next week. So I got to prove it to myself. That's
who is
basically
his
the
friend?
story.
Who is this
I'm not
Lethal friend?
sure.
I think it's Sting.
Sting.
Imagine.
Did they work together at the same time in TNA?
Yeah, Sting and
for sure.
Jay Lethal, yeah.
It's Sting then.
Black
It's
Machismo,
Sting's
Jay
turning
Lethal.
heel. Sting's turning heel. Yeah.
Well,
I
I've been
hope
saying
not.
I don't think it's going to happen right now, but I've been saying it for the longest time.
That's
God, I
Jay
hope
Lethal's friend. Jay Lethal's friend is gonna be Sting.
Every single WWE
Yeah,
manager
That's what I got from the
has turned heel. That has always had a faction. You had Daddy Ass. Who else did you have?
Daddy Ass B-Dave Bash.
Badass
next
Billy
week.
Gunn birthday bash next week. Tune in for that.
True.
Who else is there? I don't know, my brain just exploded here.
Good. What else? What were you saying? bro?
Christian, obviously. I'm saying all these guys. So, and even Rodrigo's going to turn heel eventually soon. So
No,
I
hope not.
could see Sting coming back to help out Darby Allin and turning heel, because you're not going to have any matches, one-on-one matches with Sting. It's all for the illusion. It's all for the to
he
get
needs to
people
be
going.
so- Sting is gonna
To
be
get
the
people
guy
to
who
feel
helps
bad for
Sting.
Darby Allin, because right now he's lost and he's
Yeah.
lost right now.
Yeah.
But keep him off TV. Keep him off TV. He doesn't have to be on TV. He's even said, he goes, I want to go away
he
for a
wants to
bit.
disappear. Yeah.
Yeah, because when you disappear and you come back, you get that cheap pop when it's like a refresh. It's a restart.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I could see that happening. That would make 3 WWE ex-WWE guys turning heel. Mark Henry hasn't turned heel yet, but he hasn't been in a match. But Big Show either. But
I heard,
Maybe Paul White turned heel on commentary. We missed
There
it.
you
You
go.
never know. A few
Big
times.
Show-
He turned
the
heel.
Big
He turned back
Show.
face.
Danny Malotz.
he recently teased Captain Insano again on
Yeah,
commentary.
again.
He did.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It was.
Okay. So it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
I actually think it was in last week's Botchamania that he put it. It was like obviously during an elevation.
Okay. Well, he
And-
did commentate on the elevation that Jeremy was in. Maybe it was.
No, it wasn't that one. No, it wasn't that
Well,
one.
I was saying it a couple weeks ago that I thought I was guaranteeing it and everything, but
but
Never
he brought
happened,
it up on
unfortunately.
commentary not too long ago.
Tony Khan's been teasing it like crazy, so it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I just hope Adam Sandler doesn't come out with him or something, because then I'm gonna have to start hating Adam Sandler. I'm a big fan of Adam Sandler, but
Well, I kind of marked out, as they say in the business, about my newfound love for this faction of the firm.
the firm.
And I match was pretty much what I thought it was going to be. I'll
Was
let all you
Mox-
guys jump into the match. I enjoyed the ending. I enjoyed the way we went off air.
Remember,
I like the last 10 minutes of this episode of Dynamite.
the last
Alex,
10 minutes. Me,
I like the afterbirth. I mean,
Oh
I liked.
my
Like I
God.
said, it run off
That's
the
right, it
air
doesn't
like
take
an
much to
old
entertain you,
school
Jesus Christ.
WCW Nitro episode going off the air with chaos. I enjoyed it.
chaos for 10 fucking minutes straight. Like, come on, man. No, man. That should have been.
Alex-
you could have had another match in there, or video packages,
Honestly,
or
off, they-
recap
first-
of
okay, first off,
AEW
they-
Dark or Elevation.
Did anything stand out in the
Come
match
on.
to you guys? Like, to me, it was a good match. I like Penta, I like John Moxley, but
John
again,
Moxley doing that move that
Again,
he
having-
knocked out Hangman Adam Page with. Everyone thought it was going to be over after that.
I would rather they
Well,
do
it's
those.
hilarious. I mean, everyone does
yeah.
a clothesline. So,
But in the end, remember,
bad.
Adam Page never tapped or got pinned for the for.
That's the
title,
thing,
so
though.
I'm sure he's going to get another shot at it one day.
just
so.
to comment on that, like I'm sure like Moxley was gonna just like beat Hangman Page cleanly, which would have been okay. But
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate what happened that Hangman actually got a legit concussion. But come to think of it, if let's just say that were to have been planned, that's like really good booking. How you protect a future challenger and another rematch with Hangman Page. He never got pinned. He never got submitted. He didn't even get knocked out. Like technically, the referee stopped the match for him. So that's good that you can eventually have Hangman Page coming back to get his title shot that he never technically lost. But Penta and the Moxley, I enjoyed the match. I thought it was good. I don't think I didn't really write anything that stood out. But I mean, it was enjoyable. I was
Classic
surprised.
Penta match, right? And,
Surprised there was no
John
blood.
Moxley with his power and his, on
Yeah.
the outside too and everything. And
It was a
there
good
was a little-
DDT on the steps. It was
Oh yeah, I thought he was gonna fucking hurt his ribs or something on the corner or something.
bad landing for Mox.
Yeah.
When Penta looked
Awkward.
like he was trying to go for the Canadian Destroyer, I'm like, "There's no way. Where are they
Thank
gonna
God he
land
didn't do
here?
it.
This doesn't make any sense." I'm like,
In the crowd.
he's gonna go on the stairs.
what about that near fall there? That was it the ref's fault? You think, or
Dude.
John Moxley not kicking out in time?
Yes,
or
true. Out of the package power drive. Yeah, it was really close.
man,
It
because
was like-
that looked I
it looked
was
like a 3 to me. Yeah.
it looked and sounded like a 3, and even on the replay, that hand goes down before the shoulder goes up. So I don't know about that. Even the commentators were pretty
Close.
confused.
Yeah. super
But
close.
see, that's what it comes down to. The ref had nothing to do with this match, and poor guy, he's probably nervous. Probably thought he was going to get a hammer off the head by Pac or something, or I don't know, man. But it was a close call. But then there was one thing that I noticed with when after the match, the firm came in. Did you notice the security guards that came in? I think those were the Lit Academy guys. I think that was Jeremy
nice.
Prophet
No.
and Dylan Davis. One of
I
them looked
was
like Dylan
looking-
Davis.
I was looking to see
I
if
think
one would be
those were
Jeremy.
the guys, man. I think those were the Canadian guys, man.
It would be smart to use them,
I don't know, man.
He-
They came in quickly and they just got a beating, and there was 5 of them. So I know one of them didn't look like him. So I looked, and then one
There
of
was
them,
a guy that looked like
one of them
Khan,
looked like yes,
the
but
guys
it
looked
wouldn't
like
have been Khan.
and it wasn't
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Well, maybe it was Jeremy. You never know.
I saw. I specifically said, "Oh, I
You
got
didn't see the guy's face. You saw the hair and everything.
I
So
saw his side of his face.
I don't
man.
know. Be surprised to see, but that'd be pretty cool. But just to say, the
next-
firm took control. It was a little bit from the beginning.
I like this group though, for real.
Yeah,
I like
you know
this
what, they're
group.
just not a one-off group and just like in the
Have
middle
a
of the
bit
show.
everything. They have like their big monster guy.
But
They
here's the
have like
thing.
their. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'll let you finish.
I was
sorry.
gonna. They have their big monster. They have like
Big
their tag
Cass.
team. They have like their top guy, let's say, in Ethan Page, and then they have like their Joker guy, Lee Moriarty, and
Oh,
then
he's
they
no
have.
Joker. He's a good fucking wrestler.
No, but I mean, he's playing. He's the
He has
colorful,
green hair.
like he's
Because he has
talking.
green hair.
He's,
Fuck.
no, he's talking like Chris Tucker and shit. Where he's like, but it's all different characters. And of course, you have
He's a good wrestler.
Stokely, who just coming out looking more. And I like that Stokely's not
You
being
like, a
that,
swag, eh? You
that-
like
but he's not being a goofy.
no.
There's a lot of goofy managers lately.
Yeah.
He's not being a goofy manager.
He doesn't take shit, man. For a guy
Yeah.
for 150 pounds wet, could really.
Yeah, he could talk up. He could talk up a guy. He could
Yeah.
be a good.
He went face to face with MJF for God's sake. So
Yeah,
gotta give it to him.
I'm liking the firm, man. I'm liking the firm.
I'll be honest.
Paige looks great too.
I want to like them, the
Yeah,
firm. I
yeah.
think the talent individually, most of them are good that I enjoy, like as on their own. But you have to realize, like to me, it's like they just started as a faction. Like what? All Out is basically we're talking like less than 2 months that this faction
Yeah,
exists.
but think of the slow build.
Yeah,
though,
but
how long it took.
No,
for-
it's
he
not
was
a slow
passing out those
build because
Listen, he was passing out those cards. We didn't know why he's passing out those cards.
Yeah.
It all comes into play at the pay-per-view with the stupid the ladder match. What the fuck? That all comes into play with MJF is back. Now they're the fucking.
You know, he's been in the
they-
main
they
event
were-
picture, Stokely,
you
in
know,
the firm
and now
for,
they just
for a while
transitioned from
now.
being like the little cronies
Yeah.
to like now we're legit firm. Like fuck you, MJF. Now
yeah, but it just
put
like
them
really
together.
started with MJF, the alliance, less than 2 months, and we already
They-
have the
that's why
dissension.
they didn't want to do. MJF just kind of had an alliance not too long ago, so they wanted to not make their identity be with him. They made it clear that they were hired. They made it clear from the beginning it was like a contract thing. Even last week there was like a dissension that a couple weeks that MJF wasn't happy with him.
And I didn't think I was going to see them tonight in the main
I'm
event.
happy they didn't drag it too long. I'm happy that they broke away quick and now they ended the show. All them creating chaos. Them putting MJF through the table, beating the crap out of Moxley. This was the firm's night, damn
And
it.
he saved MJF, saved Moxley from catching more of a beating. And then Moxley
He
caught
was
a
sacrificial.
What was that
lamb.
move he caught from Ethan Page that it looked like he knocked him out for
It
real?
was like the Razor's Edge almost.
No. Before that, it's the Sweet Chin Music or something like that.
Oh.
When right before they jumped on MJF, they all looked at him at one point for like more than the amount of time. Like you hit somebody, you jump on him, they hit him, and they were just staring at him, and MJF didn't move. So I thought he really hit him for real, and even MJF wasn't even moving too. So I don't know if he was really milking that move, but I don't know.
Our camera's getting choppy.
Maybe it's time to
I
go.
don't know, but I think it's only me. I didn't like the ending. Honestly, I was happy and surprised that like, oh my god, they actually finished the match before 10:02. The match ended at 9:53 or something, or whatever it was, right? For once, and I'm like, okay, there's gonna be an angle, and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. I wasn't a fan of that.
But even that, it didn't have to go as long as it did, though. I think that whole like brouhaha at the end. I think it didn't have to.
Well,
be...
there was layers to it. At least they started with that, then the MJF.
Yeah, but I think they could have done without one layer. I think it felt like it was dragging on and like for something to happen.
I
and,
loved it.
like
2 thumbs up.
No,
TK.
but
it
could have went
WCW fan here.
like that middle part where they were just waiting for MJF to. MJF was going to come out now. It was too stalled. It was too stalled.
Seized it. It looked like he left in disappointment.
What are they going to say? They
Then
could
they
have
started
had a
up-
women's match
then
in
he
between
came
that for
sprinting
that
up.
time or something. You know what?
Jeez.
That's you know what I mean, or even any other match, or a promo, or a video package. You know, tell us what happened on AEW Dark, so nobody knows. But if you want to know, 34 YouTube channel, we got it all there. AEW Dark review every single week with myself and Alex Delita will be coming in and out. If he wants to come every week, he's more than welcome. Select the brew, you're not welcome at all. Screw you. But we all knew what was going to happen at the end. But I'm getting excited about the firm. Let's see what happens next week with the firm now. And if it's just now, if we don't see them for another 2-3 weeks now, and then it was all for nothing, right? So
No. I want to see W. Morrissey against Luchasaurus.
big cast, man. Come on. Anyways,
We'll see what happens. For everyone here at Jofo in the Ring,
the rundown right here. I'll give it to you right now. Next Wednesday, Dynamite live stream on Wednesday at 8 p.m. for Dynamite. Right after that, 10:15 AEW Dynamite review with Alex the Elite, Claudio Capri, myself, and Selecta Brew. And on Friday, we're going to have the live AEW Rampage live stream on the Jofo in the Ring's YouTube channel. And I don't know how Excalibur does it, but Jesus Christ. And on the next Thursday, we have Raj Singh from Impact Wrestling sitting down with Jeremy Profit, an exclusive interview. And we will be at the Torture Chamber event, straight out of Chamber 5 this Sunday. Going to go see Drew Onyx and all the wrestlers, Shane Pinto, Bjorg, Victor Costella. all those great wrestlers. We're going to give you some more insight on that next week. But thanks everybody for tuning in. Alex, it was always a pleasure. Screw you, Bruno.
Guys.
And everybody out there, thanks for subscribing and tuning in to our channel. And remember, wrestling is life. I should have done it.
Screw you.
How does this caliber do it?
Oh. I took
Wow.
everything
Took
out.
everything